What I wish I knew at 15 instead of 20. If you're a student in India, chances are you've heard about coaching institutes from a very young age. Maybe you've even felt the pressure to join one, or seen your friends and classmates talk about their experiences. But what's really happening inside those walls, and how does it shape the lives of millions of students every year? Coaching centers aren't just about cracking exams. There's a lot more going on behind those doors. They've become a cultural phenomenon, almost a rite of passage for students aiming for competitive exams like GE, NEET, UPSC, or CAT. The moment you step in, you're surrounded by a buzz of ambition, anxiety, and hope. Here's what you should know. Coaching institutes have become almost like a second home for millions of Indian students, especially if you're aiming for those high-stakes exams. For many, it's not just about extra classes. It's about finding a community of peers who share the same dreams and struggles. But are they really helping, or is there more to the story? The answer isn't simple. While some students thrive, others find themselves overwhelmed by the relentless pace and competition. Let's start with the positives. Coaching centers can be a lifeline for students who want to go the extra mile. They offer a sense of direction, a clear path to follow, and a support system that can make all the difference. Coaching centers give you focused preparation. Their structured classes, regular mock tests, and expert teachers break down complex topics and make tough exams feel a bit more manageable. You get to practice, revise, and learn from your mistakes in a way that's hard to replicate at home or in regular schools. For students in smaller towns or with limited school resources, coaching is a game changer. It opens doors that might otherwise stay closed, giving them a shot at top colleges and careers that once seemed out of reach. The competitive environment can actually motivate you to push harder and do better. Being surrounded by driven peers can inspire you to set higher goals and work consistently towards them. It's a place where you learn the value of discipline, time management, and perseverance. But there's a flip side. The same competition that motivates some can crush others. Not everyone thrives under pressure, and the constant race to be the best can take a toll on mental health. The pressure to perform is intense. Some students face anxiety, burnout, even depression. Just look at what's happening in Kota, where the stakes are so high that students sometimes feel there's no room for failure. The emotional cost can be huge, and it's something we don't talk about enough. Plus, all that focus on exams can mean less time for sports, hobbies, or free thinking. Many students sacrifice their passions and creativity, missing out on the joys of growing up just to keep up with the coaching grind. The fees? They're sky high. Many families struggle to afford coaching, sometimes even taking loans. The financial burden can be overwhelming, especially for middle-class and lower-income families who want the best for their children but have to make tough choices. And let's not forget, not everyone gets access. Students in rural areas or from poorer backgrounds often miss out, making the education gap even wider. The dream of a level playing field remains just that, a dream for many. Coaching has become almost like a shadow education system, sometimes even more important than school itself. It's changing the way we think about learning, but not always for the better. EdTech platforms are making coaching more accessible, but they come with their own set of challenges, like too much screen time, lack of personal interaction, and the risk of widening the digital divide for those without internet access. So what's the bottom line? Coaching institutes are a double-edged sword. They can open doors, but they can also close off other important parts of life if we're not careful. Coaching institutes can help, but they aren't a magic solution. Success depends on your mindset, support system, and ability to balance studies with self-care. We need stronger schools, better mental health support, and more affordable, equal education for everyone. Only then can we truly empower students to reach their full potential without sacrificing their well-being. Don't forget, real learning goes beyond just cracking exams. It's about growing as a person, discovering your interests, and building a future that's meaningful to you.